Oh, I got answers for you. Hey everyone, my name is Americ and welcome to a brand new video for The Mentalist in which I answer a few of your questions about the Mentalist and a bunch of other stuff. So, first off, before I start, I wanted to thank you all for all the fantastic questions that I got on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It was just great. It was really hard to select amongst all the great questions so that I could, not spend 1 hour just answering questions. So I tried to find some questions where I could give you some insights, some thoughts, and some opinions that you might enjoy. But before we jump into that, I wanted to give you my sort of big thought and opinion about what I think of The Mentalist Season 7 so far. So we are 5 episodes in with Season 7 of The Mentalist, and I have to say, I'm absolutely on board. I freaking love this season. Yeah, there was maybe that episode, the Gray Bar Hotel episode, I think it was episode 2. I wasn't crazy about that. But you know what? I found a way around it. I found my way to the light. Now it's pretty much just good episodes after good episodes. So yeah, I like the direction. And I have to say, so far, I'm liking Season 7 more than I like Season 6. Like, I'm willing to say it. I mean, except the finale, because hello. Hello. But enough about that. Let me answer your questions. And in advance, I apologize for butchering your names because there's gonna be a lot of name butchering. I'm so sorry, but there is gonna be. Victoria Lynn, aka Toto R's, asks, do you film your reviews on the spot right after watching the episode, or is it prepared a bit before? Great question, Victoria. It really depends. If I have the episodes in advance, I tend to shoot that in advance so that I can post it as soon as it airs. But usually when I don't have the episodes in advance like everyone else, I watch it, I take notes during the episode, and as soon as the episode is done, I keep taking notes and putting them together so I have a coherent review to give you guys. And then I jump into shooting the review right away. Next question comes from Marina's Photos, who asks a couple of questions, but I'm gonna answer one in particular. How long does it take you to create a review, recording and video montage? Well, Marina, great question. It usually takes, we're not counting the hour or so that it takes to actually watch the episode. I think it takes about like 15 to 30 minutes to prepare the review so I know what I'm gonna do. When I'm actually shooting it, it doesn't take that long, maybe 15 minutes tops. And then when I'm editing it, that can take a little while. I would say the editing process might take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour usually. And then I export, which doesn't take as long, and then I upload, which takes a little bit of time, so usually takes about half an hour. So all in all, if we add it all together, we can go about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to get all of it done. Next question comes from @Falling4TM. What do you think could happen in the finale? Well, great question. I've been thinking about this a lot. I mean, there's really no way for me to know, and I'm not actually looking for spoilers or synopsis to try to find out what actually is meant to happen in the finale. But the thought I have about it all, how I think it's all gonna finish, I think it's gonna finish in a positive way. I really do. It really depends if there's potential for a next season, which I doubt, right? Because so far I haven't heard anything. So assuming there's no potential for any other season after this one, I think it's gonna end with Patrick and Lisbon getting married, because why not? And I think that Lisbon is gonna tell Patrick that she's pregnant, because why not? And I also think that it might end with Patrick and Lisbon still in the FBI in some sort, but in a different capacity, because I think Patrick has been hoarding a lot of his secrets, and maybe he's gonna, I don't know, teaching a bunch of young FBI cadets how to be a mentalist. Imagine Patrick the professor coming into a class and guessing something about someone, and they're gonna ask him, are you a psychic? And the last sentence of him is like, there's no such thing as psychic. And then he winks at the camera. Right? That would be a really cool ending. Next question comes from Nathan Chang asking, do you think Abbott will become an antagonist this season? He's being quite sneaky, i.e. example with the Rio Bravo, the bet with Raymond. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna become an antagonist. And actually, I believe that Bruno Heller and Simon Baker, they were all pretty clear that this season was not so much about finding a big bad and following him along, or twists that makes people look bad. I think it's gonna be more of storyline that are there to evolve each character in their own way, but not so much finding antagonists. I really don't think that Abbott is an antagonist. I really don't see him that way. I doubt it. I mean, I'm open to being surprised. I'm open to that, but I don't think so. At Music Sweetly asks, who do you think would win in an interrogation off? I like that. Abbott or Cho? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with Cho. Cho he has that steel and that calmness about him that just cuts through it. I mean, he asks questions in such a way, it's like, where were you last night? What were you doing there? That's not what we have here. Are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? Is there a reason you're lying to me? Cho's Cho, man! I gotta go with Cho, man. I gotta go with Cho. Speaking of Cho, Sarah Luay asks, Choga or Wega? Choga, 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 choga. Enough said. The following question from Nisa Ogre asks, Choga or Chummer? Ooh, you got me there. Oh man, I don't know, man. I have to say, if I had to pick between Choga and Chummer. Chummer. Next question comes from @SleepyLover215 asking, who was your fave boss? Minnelli, Bertram, Hightower, Wainwright, or Abbott? Dude, this is hard. Definitely my top three are gonna be Minnelli, Hightower, and Abbott. But amongst them, who do I really like? This really hurts. But I would say Hightower. I mean, I just like Hightower. I just think the actress was just amazing. And I love the rapport that was a little bit conflictual, but at the same time there was respect between her and Patrick Jane. So Hightower, I would go with Hightower. Next question comes from Simple, fuck, marry, kill, Patrick, Red John, Rigsby. First of all, Simple, I believe that is a very inappropriate question, and I don't see how I would answer that. That's really ridiculous. I'd kill Red John, I would marry Patrick Jane, and I guess I would, do the deed with Rigsby. This is good looking. I mean, I don't go that way, but he's good. He's a good looking man. Next question comes from @JustJisbin Reiki. What's your favorite Jisbin moment? Next question comes from Just1Mentalista asking, have you ever met someone from the cast of The Mentalist? Well, yeah, I actually have said this before, but I actually interviewed the cast of The Mentalist before actually starting to review the show. So I did that, and it was fun. So we're gonna put the links below if you can go check those out. To this day, I still think that it's just one of the best interviews I've ever had. They're really nice folks. However, I have a story to tell you that's a little bit different from all of that. So here goes. I've actually never told this to anyone else. So you guys are the first people who are actually gonna hear this story. A few months ago, I was on jury duty. And I don't know if you've ever actually been called to jury duty, but in the US, if you're called, you go and you either say that you can serve, or you actually have an excuse and you say, you know what, I'm out. I can't do it, I'm busy, I got things to do. So once that happens, they send you into this room, and they either send you to another jury room, or they actually tell you, you know what, you're fine, let's go home, we don't need you. So I was called to jury duty, and then at some point I got excused from the trial I was gonna be a part of, and then I was called to this room, and I was waiting to hear whether I was gonna stay or I was gonna leave. And in that waiting room, guess who was there? Guess who was there? I mean, I was like, what? What is it? Robin freaking Tunney was there in the waiting room. I was like, oh my God, it's her. Oh, what do I say? I mean, this is different. I've met, celebrities when I'm at red carpets, and sometimes I run into them outside, but I had never seen anyone from The Mentalist outside of maybe an official event. What do you think I did? I'm gonna give you 3 options, and you tell me which one of those options by commenting below, and tell me which one I actually did. Option number 1, a Robin. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Americ. I actually review your show. I'm a really big fan. I'm so sorry to bother you. I know this is kind of an awkward place to do that, but I wanted to tell you last season 6 finale, that was fantastic. It was a great scene between you and Simon Baker. I'm gonna leave you alone, but it's very nice to see you. Have a good one. Option number 2. Oh my God, is that Robin Tunney? What do I say? What do I say? Hi, Miss Tunney. Oh God, no, you can't say that. That's creepy. Walk away. Walk away. Option number 3. So go on ahead, comment below and let me know which one do you think was my actual reaction in that specific moment. And I will reveal the answer to that question in my next review for The Mentalist. Next question comes from Philip Ashburger. Sorry, Phil, if I messed up your name. He's asking, do you miss the Red John story? Do you think they'll mention him again? Phil, of course I miss the Red John storyline. I freaking love the Red John storyline. It was freaking awesome. So yeah, I kind of miss it. I mean, I don't like the character. I just like the storyline. I like the big, dark side of Jane, and I think this was a big part of it. So I don't think they're gonna mention him again. At least not in actual name. I remember them saying that this was kind of, they're never gonna bring him up again. So it was kind of, I doubt that they're gonna do it again. Final question comes from Sandrine. She's asking, if you could go back in time to talk to Patrick Jane right before he caught Red John, what would you tell him? I can't believe you asked me that. Okay. Alright, I'll answer it. Right before he's going to catch Red John. And I know how this is all gonna play out, right? So I can talk to Patrick Jane. I will say to him, let the brother talk! Like seriously, let him talk. Get some exposition. Like just explain why he did it. Just let him explain. He actually was gonna say that he was a psychic. He was actually gonna give some sort of explanation. It would have been awesome. Let the brother talk. As you can tell, I feel very strongly about this. But anyways, guys, those were all the questions that I could answer. I love doing it. If you would want another Q&A video, comment below, let me know. But that's all for now. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, tweet, tell all your friends to watch this. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, fix that today, because we got more reviews for The Mentalist coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. Plain.